Don't worry about all that is plain. Let me now tell you the details of what I see, because it is important that you understand the details of the spiritual. The details of the spiritual is that,
Hello, viewers. Why Tinubu must not rejoice yet? Why we are thinking it's over? It may not be over, according to what I'm about to tell you. This particular person's view that I want to share with you, I have not been following him. Occasionally, I saw his videos, and I would like, but this time around, there is an update he gave about 3 days before the presidential election tribunal ruled on the presidential election. He gave an update, and it was like he seems to have a record of fulfilled, if you call it predictions, if you call it prophecies, he seems to claim to have such record of fulfilled predictions, prophecy, whatever you call it. You need to hear what he said.
there's time to go straight to the point. When you go straight to the point, the layman can understand and follow the things of the spirit. So wherever you are, pay attention to this prophecy and hear the conclusion of the matter. There's a reason why Peter Obi could not become the president. There's a reason. But I don't want people to now begin to crucify the major prophet of God and begin to say, oh, major prophet of God, what are you saying? Have you been sold out? Are you sold out? What happened? What's going on? I don't want that to be. I want you to understand the understanding of a common man or human is not the same with the understanding of God. God's understanding is quite different from human understanding. Nigeria as a country has gotten to a point that now God wants to mathematically and spiritually and the high wisdom to repair things and make the people of this country to now get what they are looking for without any fracas or killing and destroying. Now, if our dear beloved Peter Obi had become the president, for example, maybe during the election and they said that Peter Obi is the winner and he wins and finally they swore him in, by now the whole country would have been on fire. I am not a prophet that want to speak flesh. I am a prophet that is ready to go spiritual and detail what would have happened, because Peter Obi would have entered into the seat as a president, and the moment he's declared as a president, there will be an instant overtake and coup. And the moment there's instant overtake and coup, it will result to war. And resulting to war would have put this country on fire by now. Why? Because the people will never be patient with him. They will never ever be patient with him. You that is watching me will be patient with him. I, major prophet of God, will be patient with him. But the people will never be patient with him. It will have what's called a high volume of opposition that would have blasted the country. Everybody by now is in Cotonou, is in Togo, is in Lomé, is there in Ghana, is there in Cameroon, is there in other countries. You would have fled the country by now. But God, who is the all-knowing, allowed what played out to play out, because God wants to help you. God wants to help you. God wants you to remain his child, and God doesn't want us to begin to run helter-skelter. That is why God allowed what happened to happen. So now listen. Everybody that is dancing now or celebrating, oh yeah, the judgment have been passed, that should pray. Nigeria should pray. This is the time for everybody to wake up. People that need to support the president should support him. People that need to stand firm should stand firm, because democracy truncated. Marakato Brahadi Koso. Democracy truncated. Remember the 5 men I told you about when I enter in the kingdom of the spiritual. Don't forget about the 5 men I told you about. If you're among the people who don't pay attention to listen to major prophet of God, start to pay attention today. Then watch out. Tomorrow there are three kinds of captions that will be on the newspaper. Right now, today is not tomorrow. Today today is today, but tomorrow that is coming, that you will see 7th tomorrow. I want to tell you the captions that will be on the newspaper. Tomorrow you are going to hear what's called press conference of all your presidential candidates. And people will say, I am fed up. I am fed up with everything. I'm just fed up. And then, well, let it be. Let the whole matter go. In fact, I'm fed up. And then some people will pick up their international passport and clean the back, clean the front like this, and enter plane and jet out of this country to go to other countries to stay. They will stay in that country. They will not come back here until 3 years, when they will come back for campaign. Connect with the major prophet of God. If you don't have my contact, the phone number is always here, and that is +234 8034225866. That is the phone number. You can chat me on Facebook here, on WhatsApp there. You can also send a text message. If you call, I don't pick, please don't hesitate. Keep quiet. After call major prophet of God, I will surely respond to you. It is important that you understand the details of the spiritual. The details of the spiritual is that if the person you thought would have become the president, the country would be on fire by now.
I have seen some prophets who has decided to continue to hold on to what they said, despite having seen that it's like their prophecy failed. Yes, many of them, it's like their prophecy failed, but they continue to hold on to it. There are some that are updating the prophecies and renewing it to fit into latest developments. This particular one said, here is the conclusion of the matter. The matter is not yet over. That concerning the prophecy, the predictions, whatever you call it, of 2023 presidency, the matter is not yet over. That here is the conclusion of the matter. Now we are back to analyze what he said. You've heard that major prophet, yes. And from all indications, he is among those prophesying of Peter Obi's presidency. And now he's like changing his mind on the matter. In fact, he's not trying to tell us the details of what he saw or is seeing. He said the country would be on fire by now if the person he said would have become president went on to become president. So a bit, he's swerving. He's not sticking on what he said, but he's trying to tell you this is what would have happened if the person had continued. But then, there is why he said it is not yet over. That's why he's still talking to Tinubu. Is that to say that God changed his mind about Peter Obi afterwards, after seeing what is coming to happen? What really happened? Or did God now choose Tinubu as what is right for us? What will calm the situation? And he said, it is time to go clear on the matter. Okay, it is time to speak in layman's term, in a term everybody will understand. That is what he's trying to say. If you watch Jesus severally in the Bible, there are times he could say, I'm speaking in parables, because certain people need not understand this until at the right time. Now, he's coming clear. And he's trying to tell you, it's like, that in the book of Daniel, we had something like, here is the conclusion of the matter. The conclusion of the matter. And that conclusion of the matter, according to him, is that Peter Obi could not become president, and he gave reasons. Yes, now he's saying it couldn't be. Not that he's not trying to say it will later be, but it couldn't be. And he's giving you reasons. But there are certain things attached afterwards. And according to him, the major prophet, as he calls himself, he said he don't let nobody think he has been sold out or he's prophesying in favor of certain people. Now, here is his diversion. To him, it is now about how God sees things, not man. And to him, God has decided to make certain things happen in a simple way for the benefit of all. Now he returns again to the letter view. He said Peter Obi's president would have resulted into a war in Nigeria. So he's no longer saying Peter Obi would become president. So that is totally ruled out of his predictions of prophecy. He is now in this video explaining why Peter Obi couldn't be and what next will happen. He's talking about supernatural expository. He said Peter Obi would have been removed in a coup immediately he becomes president. He said from that coup, Nigeria will enter into a war. And Nigeria would have been on fire by now. So he has resorted to telling you why Peter Obi cannot be president. He said if Peter Obi had become president, the opposition would not have been patient with him. He said the polity would have been heated to an extent that there will be great trouble in the country. He said Nigeria would be scattered abroad, everyone running helter-skelter for safety. Everyone running helter-skelter, people are, there'll be serious kata according to him. But he now said, here is the cocoa. There's a video he did, like I told you, 3 days before the election. He talked about certain people in the military, about 5 of them from different places. Only one is a Delta Igbo that has Igbo link. He mentioned certain people. 3 days, if you go back to his video, his channel is Possibility TV. He said there are about 5 people. He said they are of various ethnicity from Middle Belt, different part of the country. According to him, they are having discussions, some kind of discussions that will change the course of everything. No longer about Peter Obi going to that place. That's why he said Tinubu should not rejoice yet, because perhaps there is one more step to climb. And there is something about this prophet. He said he has a record of fulfilled prophecies, and you will see instances. He said go to his page, you will see instances. The trigger of everything he said will be after which has passed. The tribunal has ruled. There'll be a press conference of all the contestants during the election, the presidential candidates. He said many will be fed up of this country and they will leave. He said many will be fed up. He said many will jabber. Thanks for watching. This is not my prophecy. This is not my prediction. Go to his wall and see the concluding part of the story, which he said he will share in another video, which he would have shared by now. Bye-bye for now.